certain when we're living the way that we are. Existing is a burden. It's a wonder how we got this far. You blame it on the captain when the vessel was destined for this. Everything has a function. Every cog, every gear, every switch. Here we are in a handbasket and we're headed for hell. Do you blame the basket weaver for the products they sell? For the weavers of the basket, they keep sowing the seeds till we tear it from the roots. They'll keep on braiding the reeds till we tear it from the roots. They'll keep on braiding the reeds. Oh, oh, I am a human doing. I was made to be a human being. Gotta go fast, keep moving, or the grief rushes in like a stream. I climb back in the basket, 'cause I don't wanna hold it alone. Resisting tiny habits till the garden is nourished and grown. Here we are in a handbasket and we're headed for hell. Do you blame the basket weaver for the products they sell? To the weavers of the basket, they keep sowing the seeds till we tear it from the roots. They'll keep on braiding the reeds till we tear it from the roots. They'll keep on braiding the reeds. Oh, 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 oh. Here we are in a handbasket and we're headed for hell. Do you blame the basket weaver for the products they sell? For the weavers of the basket, they keep sowing the seeds till we tear it from the roots. They'll keep on braiding the reeds till we tear it from the roots. They'll keep on braiding the reeds till we tear it from the roots. They'll keep on braiding the reeds.
Welcome to Jam Sessions. Today I'm here hanging out with Laura Jane Vincent and Ashley Virginia. Thanks for being here, guys.
Yeah,
Thanks for having us.
So I want to talk a little bit about your songwriting process. So I know you both are songwriters. Where do you guys get started?
So I've been a singer-songwriter for several years, and I feel like I'm a writer first. And so a lot of times I do a lot of writing and journaling in the mornings, and I kind of go back to it at the end of the week and try to find some things that work out. That's a lot of where I start from, is the words. Sometimes I'm lucky and the music comes to me first, but that's kind of how I just kind of get started. I like to just free write a lot and see what happens and comes out of it. Also various other things like, of course, our current state of the world, and, things like that, the books that I read and the other music that I hear inspire me as well. That's where I start.
For me, writing is like a practice, something that you're constantly engaging in, like one might practice yoga or meditation. Writing without a product in mind, when I'm writing a song, I'm not trying to write a good song. I'm just trying to engage in the practice of reflecting, picking up an instrument, free writing. If a melody comes into my head, it's all about finding that invitation into a creative liminal space almost, and then making room to follow those thoughts and those ideas.
Right on. So music in its purest form.
Yeah.
And you see it happen kind of naturally too. You can see an artist kind of just get into that space, and we see you even kind of joke like, "Well, I'm catching one. Hang on, I'm gonna go catch one
Yeah.
outside." Or you catch a moment of creativity, and you have to kind of just jump on it if you can, within reason, of course.
Yeah,
But yeah.
If I feel like a vessel, and there's like there's inspiration everywhere that you can draw from and tap into. And so when you clear your lens to be able to channel that, then you can write a song. Anyone can do it. It's just a matter of practicing and a matter of listening and engaging with the world around you.
I think that writing songs is a lot more accessible than people realize. It's very much for everybody to do, even if you're not doing it to perform the mat or anything. But it's a practice that anybody can achieve.
So you guys have an open mic, don't you?
We do. One of my favorite weekly events that we have a few recurring events on the calendar here at Back Table. I think one of the best ones we have is our open mic. We have a wonderful host. Joetta is the name of our open mic host. Incredible job that they do every week just to make sure everybody feels comfortable, welcome, in a safe environment. It's a place where people try out things for the very first time. It's a place where you will hear someone working on the same thing over and over again just to get it quite right. It's really, really a great place to see things. And it's not just music either. We have people that do spoken word. We have comedy, a variety of things. And it's been really, really great to experience that. Every Monday, sign-up starts at 6:30. It even kicks off with an open kind of collaborative jam to start off with. And then people sign up. And Joetta does her best to get everybody in on that list. Sometimes it's a long night, but it's really fun.
I think a great part of the Back Table space is the room that we're in right now is the venue. There's the stage. But there's these two little wings on the side, the cafe, and then like the meeting room in the back. And so when people are in here and someone's on stage and performing, the audience is giving them their attention. And it can be a focused area where you get to try out something for the first time. And it's so valuable to have a room full of people who are actually listening to you. Playing bars and breweries is awesome. It's good practice, but having the full attention of people is a gift. And so it is a really great environment for trying something out for people that are listening to you. And there can still be social other things happening
we still chat and
around the
plan. We
space.
plan shows that night. We work on a lot of stuff, but
Sometimes I'll bring some arts and crafts and go sit in the back.
we just
it's
do what we can every time we're here. But it's a really great thing that everybody respects the space and the stage so much in this building. And one of the spirits of our space, or a good friend and mentor of ours, Maddie Sheets, used to host a long-running open mic throughout several locations in Greensboro. And the only rule was just no hate speech and be cool to each other. And it's that simple, and it's just really that's what everything is about here. It's just, we need to be kind to each other, and it absolutely, as Ashley said, takes a village for us to do this job at all. We're all running our own businesses essentially as artists and creatives. Even, the visual artists, they're running their own business. I'm running a record label. I'm running all kinds of things on the side of this, but also at the same time, we're able to work on this stuff together. And it's just truly a gift. I don't think we'd go nearly as far without it.
Tell me a little bit about your record label.
So I run a small boutique label called Street Place Records. It's a moniker that is off of the name of the road that I live on. I live on Street Place Road. It's a fun little thing to explain to people. This is a very small focused label, really just about helping distribute artists specifically from Greensboro. Right now I only have a few artists on it that include myself, a band called Farewell Friend, another coworker of ours who spends a lot of time working and performing here at the Back Table, Tom Schroyer, his band is on it. Maddie Sheets' music is still available on it. And then also various other people have actually expressed interest in maybe we can get together and do some things like I'm help start distributing singles for people. And really all I do is help with a little bit of a small kind of percentage. I don't like to take any money from artists. My mentor jokes with me and says, you really don't want to make money, do you? So I'm trying to run this record label as a sort of nonprofit. I'm hoping to move into that later on when I have a little bit more time and resources. Because I didn't know you could really do that until I went to a music conference and sat in on a panel where a person talked about running their label as a nonprofit, and it felt very appealing to me. Because I don't want to take money from artists, I want to help other artists. If anything, skip steps that I had to take along the way. It took me a long time to get to this place where I feel like I'm a successful working musician as a living. And I just want people to get there a little bit faster and a little bit better. And the label's a part of that. And it's part of a kind of the little entertainment conglomerate that I have through my own music and things like that. I run a festival at my house as well to kind of highlight other artists that I want to bring to the area, and Ashley helps me a lot with that setup and whatnot. I haven't quite stolen any of her music for the label yet, but I hope to in the future. Maybe distribute something, a single that. We'll talk about it later. But I do hope to just continue like this in this setting, to continue to work with some of my very best friends, because I'm very biased, and my favorite bands are my friends. Of course, I listen to popular music and I go to tons of concerts a year, but when I think about what I listen to in the car the most, what I listen to on my own and sing along to the most, it's the music of my friends that are all right from here. And so I really hope one day that there's just a little bit more of a visual eye on the scene of music here, because I just truly don't think there's more talented people than right here in Greensboro. I just think that some of the most, I've been taking in concerts and attending concerts my whole life, and Greensboro blows me away continuously every time.
Yeah, one of the times that the two of us were out touring and traveling together, along with some other Greensboro folks, we were in Kansas City, and a pedal steel player from Kansas City named Devin Turan heard the four of us play music for the first time, and we each played our own individual songs. And at the end of it, he said, "Wow, there really is a Greensboro sound. Like, I can hear a connecting thread in all of the music that y'all are making," and that really just shows the collaborative spirit.
It blew us away. It was very validating to hear that too.
I never considered that.
We didn't think about it.
And when you're immersed in it, you don't notice those connecting threads, but it's something that has been noted by people who are experiencing us outside of this place.
Yeah, when we go all as a group together, it's really, really great to just hear that and feel that, and the validation of it. Just like she said, it's just kind of something we didn't think about, because we're all just working on each other's songs, and we're in the moment of the song. We're not necessarily comparing and contrasting how they sound to each other. But for an outsider to really shine that light on us and realize that we are a community, we are a group, and no matter how different our music sounds, because I wouldn't even put all of us in the same genre. Mm-hmm. A lot of the times, even those of us that were up here playing today, we do wildly different things, but together we do a similar thing that just sounds like us, sounds like the back table, sounds like here.
Sun breaks through the curtains, patience bored and every day. Collecting belongings together, no time left to waste. Attacked by your pearls, attached to the soul of your space. Oh, how I've tried. My whole life is wrapped up in this place. There's coffee that I can smell even when no one's away. The music I hear playing softly on audio tape. There's rooms and there's thoughts in this house I'll never escape. But oh, how I've tried. My whole life is wrapped up in this place. All the trees in your jungle have fallen your parted ways. It's left you with time to yourself, but not much to say. And here I thought that we both headed for better days. But oh, how I've tried. My whole life is wrapped up in this place. Don't go, written bold, the only two words you know how I tried. Boom, boom. Oh, how I tried. My whole life is wrapped up in this place.
So the songs we just heard, they're on, you have an album out?
Yeah, I just released an album this past year called Interstellar, and I produced it with some of my friends. My friend Tom Schroyer produced a lot of the tracks, but the track you just heard was one that was produced by Ashley as well. She actually came into the studio, did some vocal coaching, arranged all the background vocals that you hear on the record version, and just in general helped out with that track. So that was a really great help having her in the studio to do that. The other song that I did later on in the performance was a new one that is not recorded. We were joking this morning, we should be performing songs and promoting them, the ones that are out and for people to hear, but a lot of times Ashley and I get ahead of ourselves and we write new songs before we can finish promoting the ones that were just out. But I am very proud of this album. I love making records here in Greensboro on this music scene with great bands and great musicians and great producers and engineers that help us out. And it's available everywhere. You can listen to Interstellar all over the place. I'd rather you hear it than not, so you can stream it on all the places and you can hear it everywhere. And what about you?
I just put out a record. It's called All in the Music, and I, in the month of April of 2024, went and lived alone in a treehouse in Tennessee. I borrowed some recording gear from a mentor and friend of mine, Mark Dillon. I had little experience of fully tracking and producing in that way, but I dedicated the time and I just played around until the songs felt done. If I didn't know how to do something, I looked it up on YouTube or just messed around with different knobs and buttons until I figured out what they did. So I recorded a 7-track record from that. It's called All in the Music. The song that I am playing here on jam sessions, though, is brand new. I actually wrote it here at the back table. The space that we're hanging out in is a really cool, creative co-work space, music venue. There's guitars hanging on the walls. There's creative people all around, and like I was saying earlier about tapping into that inspiration and making space for it when you feel called. So I wrote it sitting on the picnic table outside.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And if you haven't checked this space out, I mean, this has got a little something for everybody.
Please come hang out with us here. Yeah, it's pretty organic. You can really run something by somebody that you see that's another songwriter in town. You might have seen their show or seen them at our open mic or something like that. And it's really great that we both do work here at this space for the back table in various roles, but we also are able to create here and collaborate here. And so I don't think we could do as good of a job as we do for the venue and the space if we weren't able to also create here as well. So it's been a really great.
So for artists and by artists. And
It's just
Yeah.
It's creative space. As Ashley says a lot of times, it's a creative space run by creative people. And that makes us very grateful to be here.
Yeah. You know, I think some people need a work environment that's clean and quiet and sterile. I personally need a little bit of chaos.
We need a little noise.
Noise and interesting things to look at and interesting people to talk to kind of break up the monotony. Because being an artist professionally and like dedicating yourself to an artistic way of life involves a lot of hats. I am a songwriter, I'm a producer, I am a social media manager, I am a graphic designer. You have to do a lot. And so finding an environment that supports that, and it can't be done sustainably alone. You really need
Absolutely.
people.
Yeah.
And so this.
You can wear all the hats, but you can't wear them all well,
Yeah.
and you can't wear them all at the same time.
It's true. We
And
have to
I
delegate
sure
and help.
don't want to wear all of them.
We don't want to burn out and scope lead is something we think about a lot. We don't want to overdo ourselves either. But, you know, Ashley's right. It's such a creative space that it's so great that we're musicians and artists, full-time musicians first and foremost. It's our only job, but we are so glad to be able to use some of those same skill sets here focused in our music scene, because we go and we travel to a lot of music conferences and places. We tour all over the country. But we are so proud of this music scene, and we can't wait to tell people about this music scene when we're outside of it. And we want everybody to come back and enjoy it and not just play the other, you know, kind of popular places in North Carolina. We want them to come here, and specifically Backtable, but we just want them to come to Greensboro in general and see all the talent that we have here.
Yeah, I would say a lot of times when I'm out on the road and playing a festival or a show somewhere else, and I mention that I'm from North Carolina, people are really excited about that, and they say, "Oh, I love Asheville," and I hate that. Asheville's great.
Yeah, we love Asheville.
Love Asheville.
We just don't like hearing,
I do.
can you book
But
us in Asheville or Raleigh or Durham? We want to hear, can you book us in Greensboro?
Greensboro's cool, and like I think it's like one of North Carolina's best kept secrets as far as a supportive music scene goes. It's a great place to cut your teeth, figure out, hone in your craft, and there's cool venues like this place, and all kinds of cool spots to play around.
And I've been doing this all over the place for a very long time. I've been, just a touring musician. I've seen lived in and experienced other music scenes. And I just truly, I know it sounds like I'm very biased because I live and work here now, but I don't see I don't see the same characteristics of a music scene in any place else but Greensboro, as far as just the supportiveness, the wild mix of genres, the extreme eclecticness of it, everybody's willingness to be collaborative instead of competitive. It's just a beautiful thing. And, I've been doing this a long time, and I love to do this here. It's really one of the best places to do it.
Still night in this city, shake you to your core. With all these steeples on this street, wonder what all the praying's for. Follow the music down the crooked cobblestone street, and run with the gaslights down the bodies buried beneath. Without you here with me, nothing ever feels complete. Miss the way you'd read news out loud and talk me down to sleep. But the wild things that call us are beyond our control, designing our downfall daily, making sure the whole world knows. But you are real and alive, and your body is warm. You were born perfect despite what you learned, and you are here in a way but you won't say a word. You were born screaming despite what you heard, born screaming despite what you heard. Why does it sit so heavy? Why does it make you weak? So tell me, darling, is there a letter in there for me? And on our way, grip the wheel, your hands get tired, so then I'll try. Please, baby, spoil the ending and tell me we both survive. 'Cause you are real and alive, and your body is warm. You weren't born perfect despite what you learned. despite what you learn. You are here and awake, but you won't say a word. You were born screaming despite